Now, we should be live at any second. Everything is indicating it except the one thing. Hang on. As we're recording. Recording in progress. Right, okay. Where are you, Teddie? Can you get into that space there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, okay. You're going.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Welcome to Patricia Bentley from the group, which is a social group in and around the Sussex area. Meets at various venues in different parts of Sussex, east, west, south, north. Her and a team go there. So welcome, Patricia.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'd just like to congratulate you, actually, bearing in mind that you started this from zilch 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And somehow you built up to the point where you're celebrating 20 years in existence. So I'd like to say I've tried to set up clubs myself and I've helped people that have, and they've failed miserably. So I'd like to say to you, very well done. And I'm sure you're going to tell us all how you did it during the course of this interview.
Sure, yes. Well, 20 years ago.
I'm Teddie, and this alongside me is Mr. Keith. He is the uno numero of Mirador TV.
Keith gets a title, Mr. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. So
it was 20 years ago. I just called into a pub. It was actually in Haywards Heath, and asked if we might start meeting there. And then I put it in the local newspaper and people came along. And so Haywards Heath was our first venue. And then in time, people were coming up from Brighton. And so they asked if they might start a club in Brighton as well. And they became part of us. And over time, we then moved to Worthing and later Lewis. And nowadays we meet at Pease Pottage as well. So we've got 5 venues, and of course Brighton and Hove. I missed that. That's a very popular one too. So we're delighted, and each of those venues has an evening. We call them club nights on a Monday usually, and we meet there once a month. And we all put on loads of venues. Members put them on. That's the diary that we email to members twice every month, and all of these events are put on by our members. And that way you get a really interesting mix of people and interests. It's been very... Sorry, go on.
Yeah, could I just ask you to take us back to before the group and what were you doing work-wise? Just
me personally?
Yeah, you personally.
Well, I had recently become single, of course, and my ex-husband and I had a pub. And when a pub. We had a Sussex pub, and we separated, and I moved out, and I became a registrar. I was registering births and deaths and marriages and conducting weddings, and so I was single really. And one's group of friends change when that happens. People who you always met are still meeting in couples, and you're not really part of it. And I just wanted to make sure I met new people, and I realised other people must probably be feeling the same. So that's how we started, really. Yeah.
And so you got the dream from there, really, which all it was at the start, I guess, was a dream.
Yeah, of course. Just wanting to get things going, really. And it didn't take long at all for people to start coming along. And we're very proud. We're very proud of it. And this year, as you've said, it's 20 years, and we're having a celebration at a hotel, which we're just working on now. We had one on our 10th anniversary as well at the Grand in Brighton. So yeah, it's lovely for us to know that we're doing so well. And we have an organizer at each of those venues, and we call some other people welcomers, and they wear a badge. You know how it feels when you walk into a room and you don't know anybody, you don't know who'll be there, you don't know what welcome you'll get. Well, there you are, welcomer. And I and the other welcomers wear that.
Brilliant.
And, you know, you walk in and, oh gosh, who should I speak to? There's always people there to make people feel welcome. And that has worked very well. And we've got fabulous people doing it. We're so lucky.
Is that every venue you have welcomers?
Yes, we do. Yeah. I suppose we just observe and think, oh, that guy's very good. He's very nice to people he's never met before. And, you know, let's ask him to be a welcomer. And it goes like that. Of course, nobody's paid. It's people who join the group do so by paying £20 a year only. And that money, actually, they get back in subsidised events. So it's not a business in any sense. You know, nobody's making any money. So that makes those people even nicer, doesn't it? That they're prepared to do that.
Must cost you so much in time.
Yeah, it does. We have a committee, and one person maintains the membership lists, and another person sends out those diaries. I do the publicity when I can, and the committee work very hard. We're just so lucky. We're just so lucky with the whole thing. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so you asked about me, and I became a registrar. I then became an independent celebrant. So I've been conducting funerals for about the last 15 years, and I've just retired now. So I can spend even more time thinking about the group.
Doing burial ceremonies and stuff.
That's what I've been doing, yes, yeah.
What about cremations? You do those as well?
Yeah. I called myself Celebrant of Sussex, and I'm still meeting celebrants. We all still get together and talk about our role, which, you know, we've all enjoyed. It's hard, you shouldn't say enjoyed, because it's a very important role you have, but it's a very satisfying role as well. Yeah.
So you've just retired, have you?
Just now. Yep. That's me. I'm waiting for the weather to get nice so that I can go out and do some walking. So how did you hear about us first then?
I always pay great attention to small ads in general, and especially I've lived in Lewes for 2 years now myself.
Right.
And one of the things that strikes me about Lewes is that per capita, there must be more clubs per capita than there is anywhere else in the country. Because there
it's a good town.
In the Lewes News at the back, all the clubs that there are.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
It's a good publication, the Lewes News and the Lewesian. We're very lucky to have those publications.
You are. I tell you what, it's a wonderful little town because it basically sums up really about smaller towns is they make their own entertainment.
For sure. It's so lucky. I've often been to Lewes Little Theatre, and I used to volunteer there as well. To have a theatre of that quality, it's just so good. And we had a Christmas lunch at the White Hart in Lewes, and I was able to tell people about Thomas Paine, and it's a good town. It's an interesting town, isn't it?
Very. It's a lovely hotel as well.
Yes, indeed.
It's Angelo that I think runs the hotel, isn't it?
Who is it? Sorry.
Angelo.
Oh, no idea. No, I don't know.
I met him through just something else I was doing, and I introduced myself. He introduced himself, but it's a nice man actually.
Yeah.
Because Mirador used to actually broadcast out of the White Hart Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It was sold. Yeah.
Yes, it was sold about a year ago, wasn't it? So
Did you know the way that we used to see the White Hart in those days was through the smokeless candle, because Tom Paine invented it.
Smokeless candle.
Yeah.
I'm writing
Did you
that
know
down.
he invented the smokeless candle?
No.
Most people
Wow.
don't know that he was a very prolific inventor, as well as a statesman and an orator and an author.
Wow.
He invented all sorts of things, including the single-span bridge.
Really? Gosh. I'm going to be Googling him now. I've got his book here, actually. I have read it. Yeah. Oh, how interesting. But there are a lot of interesting things.
Yeah, that's all right. That's fine, Keith. That's fine. It just coming back. So when you actually started the group, you started in Haywards Heath. And how long were you in Haywards Heath for before you started, before someone asked if they could set up
It was probably a year later. People were coming up to Brighton and they said they would like to start the Brighton one. And each of our venues, we've been in different places. You know, we've moved on a lot. And in Lewes, we meet at the Dorset.
Yeah, I know.
At one time, we met at the John Harvey Tavern. And then I can't remember why we moved, but because we only take £20 a year from people, we don't have loads of dosh. So we only go to places where they're not going to charge us for being there. So, you know, a lot of work goes on in the background to make sure we get things right for people. And the Dorset's working very well. We were there last night, and there were about 30 of us there, I think, last night. Yeah, it was a lovely evening, actually.
Exactly, and it's good for the pub as well.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, and that's why I think, you know, I'm sure you did it really subconsciously about pubs, but really they need the money, you need the venue. So I would imagine it does work out quite well. And
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. I hope the pubs like having us.
Exactly. Yeah. The money your members spend over the bar.
Yeah. That's right.
For 20 quid, I think, probably.
It works well. I mean, there used to be an organisation. It was a nationwide organisation called Nexus before we started.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, and in those days, it cost about £170 a year to join. That was 20 years ago, and we're charging £20 now, and that's just to, you know, keep the committee in ink and, you know, that sort of thing. But also occasionally we'll do, you know, Christmas drinks and things from the money that we've gained from those £20. So it all just works out so well, you know. And the events, we've got we've got several people that put on holidays. We've had loads of holidays overseas organised by our members, and that's a nice thing, because once you're on your own, you don't always want to be travelling on your own. So having people to go with has been really nice for our people. Yeah.
So, and do you do outdoor stuff as well, like in the summer, like bowls?
Yeah, we do. We have got some people who are in bowling clubs, but we haven't got a group bowling club. We did have for a while a group, golf group. Gradually people leave and move on, or of course die. So that group, the golf group, isn't going at the moment. I was in that. But we do have a lot of walks. A lot of people organise walks in the countryside. We had one a couple of months ago around Firle, ending up at the Ram at Firle, and that was lovely as well. So yeah, just waiting for the weather to get nicer so that we can do a bit more walking.
So you say to your members, any ideas, put them in. And,
absolutely.
We'll try and make them.
Yeah, we ask everybody to arrange something. You know, it's give and take, isn't it? If everybody arranges something, we've got a really full and varied diary. So that's the way we operate. Yeah, very satisfying.
Interesting, it really is. So so over the years then, have you ever had any big setbacks?
No, COVID, of course, affected us. We closed down over COVID, and then we had good celebrations when we opened up again, and that was satisfying. We had, we make it clear that we're not a dating organisation, but one year we had 3 weddings. And Yeah, and as a celebrant, or in that time I was a registrar, I conducted one of them, and I went to all, and I went to the other ones as well. So that was really lovely. But you know, that's not really what we're about. Obviously, people meet people, and we're very, very happy that they do. But that was a pretty special year.
So they did their courting in your
They met,
club, on your club
they
night.
met
So
through us. Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess it's got to be a great way of getting to know someone to see them warts and all, isn't it? Surely.
Exactly. It's, you know, we're not about dating, but, you know, dating apps, you meet somebody you've never met and you've learnt about them online, and then they may not be what you expected. Here, yeah, we get to meet people as friends, and a lot of our people go out as friends, you know, cinema groups and films and theatre. We do the theatre a lot. We do the Theatre Royal a lot, as well as Lewis Little Theatre. So yeah, very varied.
All right, amazing. It's always the human side of it that I find fascinating about all this, is the humanity side.
Yeah.
People change when they're with other people.
Yeah.
And you meet individually in a social setting. You never really, you either see the real person or you see the person they want you to see. But in a group,
Of course. Yeah. Yes.
do you think people more show themselves in a group of people on a regular basis, so that
I think for some people it brings them out a bit. They may not have, particularly where people have been married for a very long time and that has ended. They suddenly don't have the person they've always had around them, like a prop. You know, let's go to see this film is always the person to go with. So you have to start afresh, and that's really what we like to see, that people's confidence builds. We have a group of our people have a coffee morning in Brighton every Tuesday morning. In fact, they're probably all there now. And that's a nice thing. Just sit around and have coffee, just enjoy each other's company and get to know people. That's what we're proud of, really. Yeah.
you know what, that sounds like that you really got it well sussed out exactly how to encroach people in, keep them there on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And generally, I would imagine the social skills of yourself, which are very good, and then the people that are there as your deputies at nights that you'll not act, because obviously you don't make every night, do you?
No.
No.
It depends what I'm up to. I run nowadays. I run the Brighton one. You know, there's an organizer at each one. And I run the Brighton one, but I was at Lewis last night, and I was at Pease Pottage on Monday. It just depends how things are, really. I expect to have a bit more time now that I've retired.
And where are you based, Tricia?
I live in Uckfield.
Oh, right, yeah, Uckfield.
Yeah.
You got a group there?
No, we did have at one time. Things just move on and change, and we've now got these 5: Worthing, Burgess Hill, Brighton, Lewis, and Pease Pottage. And that's the way it is at the moment.
And they're what you concentrate on core-wise.
Yeah. We might take over Sussex. You never know.
Couldn't do any worse job than the politicians, to be honest.
I'm not saying anything.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you for talking to us about the group. It's I do the publicity and get bits about us in local newspapers and magazines when I can, and it's an ongoing thing. You know, you think you've been doing things for a long time, and then people say, "Oh, I've never heard of the group," and that's what happens, isn't it? And then they come along.
You ever done any more like an open air balloon or anything like open air balloon? You know, a hot air balloon.
What you suggested we should all go out in one?
In a hot air balloon.
Sounds lovely. Sounds a lovely idea. It just needs people to decide to do things. You know, we've had a lot of trips to London, which I've usually or often organised, to Parliament, to the BBC. There's a tour you can do of the law courts, and you know, we'll have 15 or 20 people meeting up in London and doing that and having lunch somewhere. So many things that people do.
Yeah, which is brilliant. It really is.
Yeah, yeah.
I know from where we live, it's whenever you bring anything up about transport or doing anything, as because we live on a retirement living estate, and
right.
so many people, you don't see them. We do coffee mornings. I put on shows. I'm doing a birthday show my own on Monday, but you never get a high proportion of households out.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing.
And people say it is about COVID. It's about to COVID. So were you worried when COVID occurred and everywhere had to shut down?
Well, we kind of did it gradually, you know, like most organisations said, you know, wear a mask if you feel comfortable and that kind of stuff. And just in time, we realised that it was probably taking a risk by getting that number of people together in one room. So we made a decision not to carry on. It's all a bit of a blur now, isn't it? I can't remember how long we closed for, but we were all in touch by like this on Zoom. We did a lot of Zoom meetings in those days.
Yeah,
so
I think
we kept in touch. Yeah.
It did bring Zoom into everyone's household. So it's good.
Absolutely.
It was good for Zoom. It really was.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. The funny thing about single people, or all people, is that women are much better at getting out there than men. You know, if you go into a coffee shop, there are going to be more women there, or couples, and we're likely to have more female members than men. And this is my shout out to the guys to come along. Really, if you come along, you'll see the guys there who are very, very, very much enjoying the company of other people. So we're delighted when anybody new comes along, of course.
That's a good selling point, Tricia. That is more women than men. Definitely.
Yeah, yes, telling you that may bring some men along. That's true. But we do. Having said that, we've got some brilliant men and brilliant women. You know, they're just such good company.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I know. It's amazing how the tone changes.
I noticed Mr. Keith is very quiet.
Well, it's his show. He snaps my fingers if I say too much.
No, but seriously, would you like to add to any questions, Keith, while we're on?
Well, I mean, it's delightful to see you. Overall, you know, one of the things that we have difficulty with is coordinating people online. And I wonder how you coordinate, or what is it, 5 or 6 operations?
We've got a WhatsApp group which I run, and that's quite good to let people know when there are events coming up soon. Rather than wait 2 weeks for the diary, it goes on the WhatsApp, and you know, obviously there's conversations going on the WhatsApp like that. And a Facebook page as well, an internal Facebook page. So yeah, we all keep in touch. Yeah.
I don't know whether well, I mean, you're so young and beautiful, you wouldn't have experienced it.
Is there something wrong with your screen?
The older I get, is the less capable I am of looking after things which I can do quite well 2 years ago.
Really?
The memory goes and the skill goes, so I fumble the ball a lot. So WhatsApp keeps on appearing and disappearing.
Well, you know, our age group is 55 plus. It doesn't matter if you're 40, it doesn't matter if you're 45, come along. But obviously some of our members have been around for 20 years and they may have joined us when they were 50 or 60. So we've got a very wide range of age groups, you know.
Yeah. Well, you just said the magic words, because we are changing our direction slightly.
Yes.
We've been what we call ourselves is local but not parochial. And in fact, we have people on from New York and from France and so on contributing. But
Wow.
it's all got a bit unwieldy, and so we're slowly moving towards looking after the elderly, particularly since I'm joining their ranks. And our viewership probably is going to be from now on 55 plus.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
So
neat.
I'd like to stay in touch with you.
Wow. I should say while we're on that it's very easy to find us. Our website address is simply www.thegroup.org.uk, and all the information is there about where we meet and how we work, how we operate.
Did you? I mean, we're now known as just Mirador, not even Mirador Television. People say Mirador, particularly in Lewis, which is where we get most of the conversation. How did you find building just the group?
Well, when we started, we thought it sounds better to say I'm going out with the group tonight than I'm going out with a bunch of singles tonight. Just as the kind of, you get that. Sometimes it can be confusing. If you Google the group, it comes up, but you get other things up as well. It may not have been the best term, but it does work. Yeah, it does work.
It takes time to create a brand, though, doesn't it?
yeah, indeed. Yeah.
But you've been very successful, and I congratulate you.
Thank you. It's very satisfying. We're just working on this summer celebration now, and
you should be. You should seriously. You deserve the celebration. You yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Starting 20 years ago.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Seriously, because it is so hard to start. I mean, I've been part of a cycle group in Lewis.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But again, it's not as well with members. All the members in there, but do they ever come out and really support?
Yeah.
They don't. So
well, it can be like that, can't it? But yeah, we've probably got members that we don't see. When people join, they fill out an application form, and that's it. And it's just their details, but we don't ask their ages and we don't ask their interests, because their age is irrelevant, and their interests, it's a good starting point for a conversation when you meet them, isn't it? So that's all they have to do. And this is what I've found as well. That was our first ever diary back in 2006.
Really?
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, we had, let's see if there's anything really exciting there. Oh, here in Uckfield, we used to have a music night at the Fireman's Pub, jazz on the green at Partridge Green. Oh, similar things to now, really. I'll just switch this up.
That is brilliant.
Yeah. I'm going to print that to have at the
And I suppose sorting all this out made you start reminiscing back, didn't it?
Yeah, between us, yeah. Of course, nowadays we've all got loads of photographs on our phones as well, haven't we, of different events?
Well, yeah, such is modern technology.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is not all bad.
No, I know we all hate AI. Well, we hate
the
bad sides of AI, don't we? I mean, there's loads that we're all gaining from, I'm sure. But yeah, it's our age group. It's all strange.
We're all, none of us are really spring chickens, even though I still like to get into the stable. But, it's like anything. That's the point. And I think getting people out when they're retired is so important.
It is. We noticed that, some people are divorced and some people widowed. And the difference between them is that usually the ones who are widowed are still in love. They still love the person they've lived with all that time, and they've got an awful lot of adjusting to do. So it just works.
So you get couples as well as actually get couples as well as singles in your group then?
No, people meet and stay in the group as individuals, but they're a couple. You know, we would encourage them not to sit together all evening, but also to be honest with people that they're a couple. But yeah, I'm thinking about the people who turn up initially on their own. They've just lost somebody, and it's an awfully big adjustment for them. So yeah, hopefully we're helping people.
So what are your plans for the group in the future then?
Take over the universe, really. Just nothing.
Yeah, that's a good goal to have. It really is.
Well, yeah, we may look at opening another venue, but there's nothing specific at the moment. As long as we keep on going as we're going, it's very successful. It's very pleasing.
And the other question is, I know from myself that people's tastes now of all ages seem to change that much quicker than they used to. As it seems to me, we've got more gadget conscious. I know so many older people now. They're two types. They're the type that don't get it at all, and then the other type that actually grasp it.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've noticed that yourself, and older people's tastes seem to change more often now than they did as well.
Their tastes in what?
But they just seem to have changed. A lot of older people's tastes seem to have changed over a number of years.
Well, I guess when we think about our grandparents, they were just little old people sitting in a corner of a room, weren't they?
They were.
Now
that's correct. Yeah, that is correct. Going back.
Yeah.
So your plans then for the future really are, apart from conquering the universe and taking over the world, you are
quite modest.
You're just going to continue on, carry on regardless.
I should warn you, Tricia, that I'm 86 and I'm still aiming to take over the world.
Yes, yeah. I shall see you
we
there.
do every week at Mirador. We do at Mirador TV. We're taking over the
airwaves.
Yeah, we are. We're taking over sort of small networks over the course of time.
I'm impressed.
But yeah, the other thing, one thing is, do you find it's harder to get people to join now than it was? No, you don't.
I mean, the difference, I suppose, is that there are a lot of online singles groups nowadays. So that costs nothing to join, and it's no commitment. So a lot of people do that. And when we first started, it wasn't like that. It's hard to make it clear, really, but I see a lot of stuff online, and I don't think until you meet people properly, you can really have a proper relationship. But these online ones, they kind of flirt sometimes, and then they kind of, socials are very judgmental, aren't they? You said that, and did you mean this, and all that kind of stuff. So there's nothing like meeting in person, is there, really?
The reason I'm asking is, in the lead up to this, I've actually been looking at these online social groups, Facebook, Sussex, and there's a couple, and they're all very flaky in the fact that you can't really get to know anyone on these, you can't.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Because everything's out there as well, so you can hardly have a private conversation.
Yeah, I know. It's a weird little world we're in now, isn't it? Really?
They sell themselves off as the big singles thing, but
well, that's what I think. When we started 20 years ago, we weren't charging at all, and the reason we started charging, and in those days we charged £12. The reason we started charging is that you then actually have a database. People have committed, and you know who your members are.
Cool.
And that's one of the difficulties with these online singles groups. Everybody can take part in it, and you don't really know much about them. So, yeah, that's why I think we're successful.
Yeah, that's why I did it. Leading up to this, I thought it would be a good exercise just to see what the state of the market is, really.
Yes. Is it a market, do you think?
I think people consider themselves part of the market.
Yeah.
For everything, reading through some of the comments that they get posted, it seems a bonkers world, really. And you're right, you can't actually meet anyone out of it.
Yes, it is a strange world now. Yeah,
so I can understand why the group works.
It's certainly very successful. Yeah, we're very pleased.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a third team member.
Oh,
this is my carer.
Yeah. You're not mine, his.
Yeah, I have Parkinson's rather badly.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry to hear that.
I can't walk anymore.
No, unfortunately you can't.
And so they come in to make sure that I haven't fallen over.
I can confirm that you haven't fallen over today.
No, it falls this way, it falls onto me.
I do write stuff on the Nextdoor app and so on.
Oh, right, yes.
Trying to make people laugh in our fight against Parkinson's, because it depresses so many people. And I try hard to sort of give them something to smile about. And the feedback is, gosh, this helps enormously. So I keep at it.
Well, a positive attitude is really important, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Yeah, well done you. That's good news.
You've got plenty of positive personality, and I live my life like that. I always find a smile rather than a smirk, always.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, absolutely. We don't need to be negative, do we?
Now, your people, your disciples at the club, they can actually re-watch this. This will be available on Mirador for replay.
How did you want to tell me how?
He's got a list. He finds it impossible to say Mirador.
Mirador, yeah. Mirador.
Yes, it's being recorded on YouTube as we speak, and it's Mirador Television YouTube.
That's it.
I'm looking forward to telling them about this. Brilliant. Thank you ever so much for talking to us about the group, or asking us about the group. I do spend quite a lot of time, as I said, sending stuff to magazines and local publications, and they do often print it. It's just finding a different angle each time that's difficult, but it's been brilliant.
I would like you to come on, not a every week basis, but an occasional basis, maybe with one of your lieutenants that help you out.
It's really sweet of you. I think they'd love to. Yeah, thank you.
You know, because it's everything's good publicity, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
And we like having you on.
That's nice. I like being on. You're two very nice men.
Yeah. So,
are you single? Are you single?
No, I am. Yes, I am. Yeah.
I'm a widower.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
I've had both experiences, actually. I've been widowed and separated, so I can sympathise with every situation.
And actually, Tricia, if I do your celebration disco, I will have a dance with you.
Oh, I'm honoured. Thank you.
As I'm still DJing.
I'll have a dance with you without coming to a special.
I know you would, dear. I know.
I imagine dancing with somebody with Parkinson's adds an extra element, doesn't it?
It certainly does. You have to touch me very tightly.
I will. I promise. No problem. Oh, well, I'll tell the group then to look out for the YouTube. That's really nice.
Okay.
I'll tell them. Thank you
both.
It's lovely
to have you on. And as Teddie says, perhaps you'll come on with some of your people from time to time.
Absolutely.
I say we're changing our emphasis slightly to looking at over 55 organisations, and with trying to do a wide variety of things. I had a chat earlier this morning, with a gardener whom I've known in Lewis for a long time, and he's now got his own nursery, and he's got a group going who do a gardening each week together in Hayward's Heath.
That's brilliant, isn't it? It's
It
good
is.
for mental health as well as physical. That's really good. Yeah.
And I think probably that the sort of thing that you do would be very helpful to people as we go along.
Yeah, that's good news. Yeah. Okay, I'll look out for him. Thank you very much, both. I've got somebody knocking at the door. Can you hear?
Thanks again, Patricia.
Thank you both. Do I click you off somewhere now?
So, how do I do?
Yeah, all right.
Good.
Yeah. Just stay in the studio for a little while, just to make sure that we get everything on. Oh, live. We haven't ended the stream yet. Ooh, dear.
Maybe she was very happy.
Come on, end stream. In the stream, yes.
Play outro and in the stream.